Winthrop University's chances. The last time that we've really seen Team Solid come out on Sunset was all the way back in the last chance qualifier, and that was a little bit ago, but they went 0 wins on this map for that last chance qualifier. So, you know, the more, while a little bit dated here, in Team Solid, they are a team that like to prepare. They're going up against the Winthrop University, who know the game that they want to play. And one of the things that has continuously impressed me about Winthrop University are the amount of preparation that they have done.
Yeah. Winthrop, that mid control, are not going to waste any time getting all the way on the flank, slipping past Conan's defenses, and have the complete site on lockdown. And Winthrop didn't even need a pick until now, and now Team Solid will have to go through main. And Rafa's on the flank against the other Omen. Just Winthrop are ahead on how this Team Solid retake is going to go. And PXS is out of tools and out of ideas on how to set up his star duelist for success, especially at 45 HP. There's injuries on both defenders, and Winthrop just have numbers.
Where are you?
And it's the same comp, so a lot more practice and comfortable as Team Solid. They get vision, they work together, but they just walk into the crosshairs of Winthrop. It's just, they're ready for them.
And yeah, once again, like, the preparation from Winthrop University is gonna always be the name of the game this time. You know, Team Solid coming out here with a very cookie cutter composition. Something you really can't expect. You know exactly how they're going to be playing this one. And unfortunately, like, if they don't have any of these little moments of like individual prowess, we see PXS kind of have one of them there. You know, when it comes to that macro game, when it comes to the util game, they're going to continuously fall victim to a lot of these tricks that Winthrop University has set up. My eye also on Ali again this time, because we've seen some crazy walls find crazy value against non-North American teams because they're just not ready for like some of those weird plays. So Winthrop University have a lot to work off of, and of course this is their bonus round, so they've also got the weapons to work off of right now too.
That orb grab from Dijazine, you'll have to think of that later. Bucky tucked to the side. PXS in a one-and-done position, trying to disrespect the one-way smoke from Winthrop. On the other side, defensive smoke creating a delay on the Winthrop approach. But Team Solid not really known for their pistols, I guess. They drop yet another one. That's how they try to answer back here, and that's a good one. PXS puts an end to that lurk.
Right now it's just playing tricky positions. Havoc goes completely unchecked. Oh, okay, Infiltrator ready for it.
Get a better gun, I swear. Like, you kind of gotta respect it. Infiltrator hasn't been punished too much once he gets the speed going. This is prime Infiltrator. Team Solid. Well, they'll be on the flank. Watch out for Dijazine with the Bucky. Says hello to the Sage and gets a much needed upgrade to the Guardian. Winthrop think it's a moment to try and push, but be careful of isolating these 1v1s, and Team Solid come together to deny that second round.
And that is such like a Team Solid thing to do. You know, you lose pistol, you win round 2. And yeah, once again, like this time around, they previously have started to look a little bit lost, but that time it's just, you know, they're hanging out on some weird angle. They're able to find those picks nice and early on, and then the snowball just completely collapses upon Winthrop University. And where we talk about like the strengths and weaknesses of Winthrop versus Team Solid in just the kind of like, as soon as they've got a numbers advantage, they're looking good. They know exactly how to crunch on top of it, and then it's just like, it feels like an entire storm is just raining down on their opponents when they're kind of firing as sharp as they are. So DJ's able to pick up the Guardian that time, makes it a lot easier for that squad to win up that round, as it's gonna be Winthrop now onto a save, and Governor already head in the ground.
Yeah, just being able to poke and prod at Winthrop as they're on an island with pistols, and not gonna have too much to say about it. But building up towards those ults, especially PXS, who has had a really formidable start to this map, 2 away from the Nightfall already. You'll have Rafa probably go collect the orb on the right side. Orb hunting, at least get an orb. But hey, Ali puts one down, so
going out.
Solid having an answer back on these round 2s is something to know in a lot of these games where they drop the pistol.
Yeah, a lot more expected that time around. They've got the better weaponry. They're holding better angles. We see a couple of moments where it's like, oh yeah, look, there's Ali again, just tapping heads. Nothing new about that one, but yeah, Team Solid. Good stability round. You can hear the crowd cheering them on. They want to make sure that map 3 is alive. Again, whoever wins up this matchup gets to continue forward into the losers final. Whoever loses is unfortunately out of this tournament. Now, Winthrop University, the weapon buy up here. Looking to play this slow pace, maybe avoid some of these traps as the swing comes through, but Moves able to escape, as it does look like Team Solid are just trying to bait them out to find those kills really early on.
That gives the Nightfall to PXS, so retakes are going to look fruitful, but Winthrop get tripped up by the Cypher. Havoc on watch, Paranoia right through Winthrop. They are stuck, they need to break out, and Infiltrator just gets put down. And Team Solid respecting that space now. The job's done, and Winthrop aren't down too bad. Gotta be careful where this spike goes, though. If you're Glyph and you're trying to follow into the footsteps of Ali in this wall. Okay, thank God it was up, and Ali's just clearing the way for his spike carrier, but this is still dangerous. And what an angle that Ali has found! Self-sufficient in the battle stage! And you've gotten the ult out of Dijazine, and you still best him? What did Ali have for breakfast? What a deadlift on this round!
Oh man, yeah, Governor gonna be able to get the backstab onto Havoc, but I was gonna say, like, yeah, like he's got the biggest smile on his face, bigger than when we were on the cameras before we loaded into this one. But the hop down off the wall, you could tell Team Solid were like, oh, okay, he just reset, he went mid, it's gonna be fine. And then this slow creep up on the flank goes completely unchecked, finds a free kill on PXS, and then is just so ready for everybody else to kind of go through. Of course, if anyone was gonna do it, it was gonna be DGZine, but at that point, Governor was so deep on the flank. These little micro plays looking really good from Ali, who has that resurrection online. And yeah, it's currently top of the leaderboard as well. 6 kills as Battle Sage reigning supreme.
Such a difficult part of the map to push. Now the trap is set with the fault line. Winthrop walk up and just get annihilated there from PXS. And if they wanted to keep fighting, the Nightfall is ready. And Winthrop, forgive everything. Team Solid not gonna push that yet, all thanks to the Prowlers. And what a setup, 2 from Governor. An Infiltrator activates the speed. And now it's the overdrive and the Nightfall. Oh wait, that was PXS's Nightfall to try and slow down this duelist at range. He just can't stand against Havoc. At least it allows Winthrop to get the objective down. But man, Team Solid, they have the perimeter. They don't have the flank. Winthrop can now set their sights forward. The wall is stopping Team Solid. And a slow. I mean, that's just the effect, the impact that Ali has. From kills to utility, he does it all. Team Solid have to rely on the calls from Rafa. Dijazine now with an op. Winthrop know exactly where they're going to be coming from.
No
and
way,
Ali
man.
just dances in the face of danger. And Rafa had the lineup, but he's next in line to die. Winthrop in the lead.
Can Ali do anything wrong? I feel like we've just been consistently highlighting how impactful this player has been for Winthrop University. I mean, this time around, obviously, it starts things off a little bit scary. Things kind of work out well as Infiltrator goes in a little bit deep. The trades happening back and forth, but once again, it's just the Sage utility that slows things down, gives Winthrop a time to breathe a little bit. The Resurrection comes out online, and then Ali walks away with 2 kills. It's kind of unbelievable how much impact that Sage is having on this game here. But this time around, just a little bit of fake utility to try and force things out from Team Solid's defense. Infiltrator, though, still able to walk away with it in the midst of all that chaos.
Team Solid just with 2 hero rifles and not comfortable enough to get the orb for Conan. He'd rather be in a fault line position, try and support Rafa. He's getting pushed. That's a great stun from Infiltrator, and he can't even finish the job. He's checked at the door. Team Solid have some much needed stabilization here, but you can't let Winthrop get on a post flank. You saw how scary Ali can be. Conserving that util for that moment. Prowler, there's a battle ahead for Winthrop. It's trades, and still Team Solid. They've dropped both hero rifles now, try to recover it, but PXS can't get a handle on it. And now he's able to get back towards the site, and Winthrop are limited on numbers. You cannot let Team Solid get another thrifty on you. They've done it on the previous map. Now Winthrop have to head elsewhere. 38 seconds left.
Yeah, still plenty of the time for them to be able to navigate things around. What's really scary here is that DGZin is still alive in the midst of it, and PXS goes completely unchecked, finds 2 kills there to close out that round. Yet again, we are seeing another thrifty come out from Team Solid.
PXS has that site on lockdown, and he's in the same spot. You just really got to dedicate more util to it, but Winthrop know how important their post plan is and how impenetrable it is. But at this point, the ideas have to change for Winthrop. Even just Infiltrator not able to puncture into that hallway really set Winthrop behind. And on
top of that too, like, you know, if you were watching the games yesterday, Team Solid up against Envy, even though Envy won that, like, PXS was not afraid to just walk in, KO alone, just a 1v3ing Envy. It was kind of insane to watch. And so you know that PXS is one of those players that you also have to keep in check. In the midst of all of this, the tour de force coming out from moves. This time around, it's DGZin holding such a nasty close angle. Ready for anybody to make a little bit of noise here.
What really killed Winthrop, though, is these flanks. They can try to make their way in, maybe even punish DGZin. They even got the blind, suppressing fire from Conan. He's already swapped sites, and they're ready. Winthrop thought the trap, the ball lanes were going to come from A. And Winthrop just hit their head into a brick wall. Oh, that bullet sailed right by as Zip wanted to grab the spike. But this is an uphill climb, an impossible one at that. And to try and conserve this weapon would be still quite important for where the economy is for Winthrop.
Yeah, thankfully, because Moobs just used the ultimate this time around, a little bit of wiggle room to work off of. One barrel spotted, but Conan finds that final kill there. And unfortunately, nothing going to be saved over, so Team Solid, exactly like you said, they had the trap play ready to go. As soon as you see Winthrop engage, they're caught with so much Cypher utility, but also the stun up. And then it's just the Cypher from another angle looking closer to, I believe it was to Market, just being able to gun them down as they kind of looked for salvation in the midst of all of this utility dump that was kind of coming through. This is a much well orchestrated defense coming through from Team Solid on that round.
This is an ironclad defense, looking like going from a thrifty to a flawless. Winthrop need a pause to figure this out. First, there's an op, there's one-way cages on the left side of the map. There's a fault line trap, PXS, both initiators on the right side of the map. And then you could try to take a risk and go top mid. Ollie found success on that one round, but those are the type of shenanigans that you can't get away with it twice, surely.
Surely. Surely.
Surely.
I mean, we'll see, right? Like, given the fact that they are kind of taking this tack time out right now, Winthrop University, they've had moments of brilliance just off of the back of Ali just finding some crazy plays, honestly. And I think that those little individual plays are really where Winthrop University can continue to just kind of bamboozle their opponents. And Team Solid, like, they've really regained a lot of momentum. They've now taken the lead here as well. They've got 3 ultimates. Notably, the Rolling Thunder could be massive at kind of slowing things down. And Winthrop University, we are actually seeing Infiltrator come in with a rifle, thanks to Moob's nice cushioning amount of economy, but the rest of them will just be onto this save. And I wonder if it's just going to be a dirty rush onto A.
Yeah, if Winthrop are expecting a Rolling Thunder, they need to play with space, and they're just going to face this head on. Now DGZin gets aim checked. He's going to try and escape, delay that.
Oh,
but he gets
boy.
seized. Winthrop confirm his position. DGZin just says, come at me, bro, and Infiltrator with the speed. It's hard lockdown. PXS is the ultimate anchor. You just cannot touch him over at this A site. And Winthrop don't do a single dent to Team Solid.
No, they don't do anything at all. I like the little calls being made for some of that utility to come out. The traps spring and the traps work out, but they're just not able to capitalize on top of those kills. Obviously, there's a little bit of a gun difference coming through, but PXS has been really starting to fry them at this current moment. It's a little bit discoordinated here, but the fact that Infiltrator gets shut down is absolutely massive, and then nobody else, unfortunately, can kind of find their shots from the side of Winthrop University. As once again, Team Solid, that is a beautiful round to come back from, especially after a timeout. And rifle round now for Winthrop.
You need an answer to this, and it's a lot on Governor to try and make these defenders uncomfortable. But to get the Prowler in that range, have a good haunt lineup. And even when Infiltrator tries to get aggressive, he's now been punished a few times in a row. Now it's Winthrop really playing with the spacing. In case they're expecting a Rolling Thunder, they've marked Conan on that side of the map, but no one's shown face yet for Team Solid, and Dijazine wasn't hard aiming as he walked up. I don't think that op is recoverable. At least moves will hang around just in case Winthrop head elsewhere. Maybe it is a top mid push. This is risky.
Oh, Rafa going down there. And once again, that same barrier orb goes up. They're just going to storm the castle right from behind. Should be able to get that B site nice and easy. The only question mark that remains is Havoc still hanging out here. Should be aware that their Decipher is going to be around, and Havoc finds two.
Wait, Havoc is the GOAT? He doesn't need help. Until now, Ollie resurrects and tries to salvage this, and the Rolling Thunder. Ollie couldn't get the gun out in time. 2 versus 2. TSS, the initiators work together, pushing out of the smoke. It's trades. It's a duel to decide this round with 12 seconds left, and Moves has to take this quickly. The Aftershock barely misses him, and out the doors, Conan wins.
The fact that Moves misses that too, the Aftershock doesn't get anything until the spike still goes down, and Conan's able to win that one out. As unfortunately Moves not able to find that kill just in time, and a little bit fast, a little bit furious here, as we were seeing Havoc, the solo anchor on the site. Oh, coming once again, the MVP on last map, playing that Raze, aim as sharp as ever, able to find 3 kills right back to back until Moves finally gets the punish there. But that is momentum behind you. And once again, yeah, look at that going out of his seat. The jacket falling off as well, because that is a well-played round from Team Solid. And the momentum is very much building on their side of the team, as once again, this is a very heavy momentum team. When they're starting to roll forwards, then maybe nothing can stop them.
Mayo Moves, good teleport out. And now this is just a roller coaster. And you're seeing a drop if you're Winthrop, from getting thrifty to flawless to a 4-round win streak for Team Solid. The crowd's going crazy. Team Solid are on their feet. Winthrop have to find a way to silence them. Now they break down the door with that mid control, trying to see if they can access Havoc. The Cage, he knows where they're coming from, needs a good neural theft opportunity, and even gets a pick on Ali as he crosses the road. They don't look both ways, and the Nightfall rains on Winthrop, and they just can't fight back. They are caught like a fish out of water, and Team Solid look unbeatable at this point.
Wow, I'm feeling really confident about how Team Solid have been playing this defense thus far. The utility specifically has looked fantastic every single time. The amount of value right now that we're seeing Havoc getting so much information, resulting in like free kills, has just been kind of insane. You know, like obviously util is good, but the rest of Team Solid are so ready to back him up. It's looking very clean from Team Solid, as they are really starting to feel themselves. The crowd cheering in the background as well. It's looking a little bit dicey for Winthrop here.
This is a really hard site to hit. And you try to hit the right side. Another timeout for Winthrop. Just a couple rounds from their first one. Using both in the first half. Because both sites seem so impenetrable. They want to try and aim for that 7-5 half. And they trail by... They would have to win these next 2 rounds. And even that seems so difficult for Winthrop. Because you have the Breach and the Fade on the right side of the map. Havoc can just take over a round at any point. This is Team Solid starting to hit a peak.
Yeah, like they're looking so much more comfortable with what is going on. Like when this map started, you know, we were seeing Ali with the trick plays. Uh-oh, who could have seen that one coming? But ever since then, like nothing Winthrop have really tried has worked out for them really well. They're going for these pushes, immediately getting crunched on. Can't kind of deal with Havoc in the backline, just causing so many issues. And yeah, we go again. It's going to be a little bit of a rough buy. Infiltrator having the Bucky in hand. No ultimates really to work off of, as it's that very familiar pressure outside of A. my eye right now is on Conan, who is hanging out on B site. And once again, this breach utility has been extremely impactful against Winthrop University every single time they kind of want to push into things.
So Winthrop have been giving a lot of orb control to Team Solid. They have been just trying to get the B orb themselves. All ends the same. Dijazine just front and center, trying to avoid the Prowler. Will have to reposition. Goes to hold the elbow, and PXS will be there with a Prowler too to support him if needed. Definitely respecting that one way. Dijazine has a lot on his plate. We'll see how this goes. Governor already at half health. Don't want to repeat that one. Has some space for Winthrop to work with. Paranoia, Team Solid, dodge it. Now they bunker down. Up in the corner. Watches the wrong angle, and Winthrop have found a weakness. Salt into the wound. And try and give a Thrifty right back to Team Solid.
30 seconds left.
This is what Winthrop have been working towards after that timeout. Now spam through the smoke. Infiltrator even managed to pick up a rifle.
Oh, no
Team
way.
Solid. Ooh, we've been waiting to see more of these fun ollie walls, and an aim check. Havoc passes on the flank. This is now a new threat for Winthrop to face. And the damage was so good, but this is where it ends. And Team Solid, 1 round left in the half, and this is looking more and more one-sided.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, even then we get to see that trick wall, but I was so concerned watching Havoc come through from the back. I think that was really the moment where it all started to fall apart, because unless Glyph finds that kill, where Glyph was kind of doing double duty, watching one angle and the flank as well, it almost becomes impossible to really catch that timing there. And unfortunately, losing that duel puts so much pressure onto the remaining members of Winthrop University, despite having quite a few members still alive. Bare minimum, they're able to get out that neural theft, but right now Team Solid shows zero signs of slowing down, as the crowd is kind of going crazy for them. But yeah, let's see how this one plays out. It's going to be DGZ this time with the operator again, looking for an early pickoff.
Oh, the Prowler didn't catch him, but the orb, Holly, and Friends of Winthrop are investing a lot more util for early space control, and that's good for Team Solid. Just waste as much as their time and their tools as possible, as Winthrop have lurks set up on the right side.
At this point, it almost looks like Winthrop are waiting for somebody from Team Solid to really step out of line, but the Nightfall goes, so they will be going in now.
And Glyph goes in too off the Nightfall to punish that Omen, and hunts down Rafa. He's toast. And Team Solid have to rely on Dijazine, and he's on his way with the op, and maybe an overdrive if he wants to hand that gun to someone else. They have time. Winthrop has smoked off. They have that beautiful wall in the post plant. And look at this angle, just funneling Team Solid right into the crosshairs. But Team Solid disrespecting it. They break down the walls, and they want to break down this post plant. Conan, the initiators. Team Solid still trying to find where Winthrop are, now tucked into the elbow. No flank pressure, so Team Solid have to face this head on. It just seems like an uphill battle, but wait, the flashes are solid.
Last player
and this
standing.
defense's retake is starting to lose steam. The wind in the sails is gone, and so is the air of the lungs. And Winthrop happy with an 8-4 half.
Yeah, that was just honestly a very honest, very clean post plant with very typical stuff that you see from Winthrop University. You see the barrier orb come up. Oh, hey, that's going on over there. All right, let's toss down the slow orb off of a trick play, though. I do have to highlight that. The Nightfall into the global TP just into the back of the site was perfect from Glyph. But at that point, once again, it's the stall game and then the pressure game. And the timings coming through always look so good for them.
Team Solid needs support now more than ever, so let's go and check out Rafa's wife.
E futura personalidade do ano, a AMD. Tá bom, amiga?
Ah, eu tô passando mal, né? Mas tô aqui gritando, vibrando e acreditando até o final.
I'm here, AMD, former pro, former caster, and Rafa's wife. She's feeling a bit... como é que eu traduzo? Eu tô me sentindo mal nesse sentido, amiga. Me ajuda. She's nervous. Pronto. Amiga, tá acontecendo. O primeiro mapa deu muito ruim, mas nesse que eles eram ruim, tá dando bom?
É isso, é acreditar. Eu acho que o brasileiro, pra gente, é sempre mais difícil. Eu falei isso nas redes sociais. Eu acho que a gente demorou pra entrar nesse primeiro mapa. A gente foi muito punido na economia. E a gente sabe que precisa deixar o Operator na mão do DG, porque senão faz uma falta. Mas aqui nesse mapa a gente entrou com uma cabeça diferente e é acreditar nessa virada agora.
She said the first map they have a little bit difficulty building economy to DG to buy the operator. He's really good operator, but in this map everything is working out. Amiga, faz muito barulho, estão fazendo muito barulho, continua fazendo muito barulho, manda essa energia pros moleques.
É isso, vamos, Mo!
Vamos logo, vamos pra esse Decider.
Brazilian fans watch on, and Rafa's wife in the crowd cheering as always, and I wouldn't feel too comfortable either. I would be just as nervous because Team Solid are only ahead by 4. They need to convert this pistol to really, I think, solidify things for the fans.
Why would you say that, Jen? Team Solid, a pistol round?
I know.
Come on, we know how this plays out. No, I mean, at this point though, like, once again, Team Solid, things are really starting to click together for them. Like, all jokes aside here, they really do need that pistol round if they want to really secure the lead early on before Winthrop University start to gain back some of their own momentum. And once again, swapping things around here. Curious to see how this is going to work because they are going into Winthrop's double Sentinel setup. And sure, we've talked about Ali with the fun trick plays and stuff like that, but the Sage still makes it really annoying to push in on some of these points. At least I guess they don't have to deal with the barrier mesh this time.
That's the thing, is how much respect is Team Solid going to give to those Ali walls? How much is that going to funnel them right into Winthrop's plans? Clearly, Winthrop picked this map because they had a lot more plans on defense. The double Senti really killed Team Solid before. Different choices, obviously, this time. But one thing remains the same. Can you punish moves before he teleports out? Ali just gets jump scared. Dijazine out of his cage and into the site. And Winthrop have Governor. Try and throw some util to get some information because Winthrop would be going in blind right now. At least see if Team Solid gonna get aggressive out of the site. And they just hold for now. Winthrop have them completely surrounded. What a blind Dijazine goes unnoticed. Governor gets baited. The Team Solid ahead in those kills, and Moves has no health to play with, so it's Glyph that has to just finish off a ton of these kills with the Frenzy. There's only so many bullets and so much time. So guess what? Team Solid do not know how to hang in pistols.
The curse is broken. After I don't know how many pistol rounds in a row that we've seen Team Solid lose, they finally get their first pistol and get up to 9. And now this is where they can really start to get things rolling. Once again, the last map that we have in this series, if we go there, is going to be Corrode. And if you're familiar with the matchup last time from Team Solid against Winthrop University, Corrode is not a good map for Winthrop, but a great map for Team Solid. So just on the other side of there, getting closer to that win condition becoming online. A full buy-up on the side of Team Solid, feeling nice and caught from DG's in as well with the Phantom. As Winthrop University playing things slow this time, really just taking their time. Ali tossing out that first slow orb here, just trying to keep Havoc in check.
Full eco from Winthrop. Trying to fight for this orb, and Havoc, it's all bait! And it's all the ghost that does all the talking. Now Winthrop, they hope to defend here over on the A site. Team Solid had other plans, and they prowler in. Is Glyph gonna want to step past this smoke, though? He wants to wait for the team. He wants to wait for the ace of Infiltrator to be involved in this equation.
Spike planted.
But these SMGs from Team Solid are just gonna hurt so much at close range. Paranoia Glyph tries to set things up. Team Solid will not be blinded. They will not be shaken. It's an easy one for Team Solid at the end of the day.
Yeah, now that gets them up to that double-digit score line. Well, Winthrop University have a lot of ground to make up. 4-10 now. The round pretty much going exactly how we were really expecting that one to go, but still, Winthrop University, they're really on the back foot here. And once again, like, Havoc, what a highlight player. Just a ghost in hand, able to walk away with a couple of kills right off the rip. You know, you expect under that level of pressure Winthrop University players can easily collapse on that. Honestly, not even like lose a life potentially. But no, Havoc really holding things down. Now, Winthrop University, it's going to be a very pivotal round if they want to stop things from getting out of control. Team Solid, they're on that half by that bonus, but Winthrop have all the rifles here.
Oh no, Moves knew he choked there. He had the lineup, and Winthrop, well, they can rely on Infiltrator to put the cape on his back. This is a must-win for Winthrop. And Ali steps up. The firepower never dwindles for Winthrop. They're around the corner. PXS, throw out a Prowler. Prowler v Prowler, and PXS is gonna have to leave the door open as Infiltrator picks up his third one. But Conan 1v2, and he does it in front of the home crowd.
Oh my goodness me, even with the double swing, the aces of Winthrop University ready to take that fight. The people who you expect to frag out the most, Infiltrator alongside Ali, they just simply cannot make that one happen. 3 rounds in a row on this half for Team Solid to more or less secure this map, if I'm being honest with you. It's looking really tough right now for Winthrop University if they want to try and pull this one back.
Yeah, because Winthrop are not gonna have the credits next round. I wish I knew Portuguese right now. Probably so much tea to be heard right now, but oh, Winthrop were able to get some Guardians going, but they're on their last leg. They're on their last life. And Team Solid so comfortable, and also to be trading map picks is crazy, and in this type of fashion, Team Solid not as comfortable, and you really needed Conan to try and break into the site. Worst case though, you could try to bring up the Nightfall for PXS, but Orb Control not a prio.
Great job just taking off Conan too after gaining so much momentum, and they're able to snipe out DGZ in the middle of all of it, so the information is given away, and yeah, the Neon kind of has to respect the gameplay. Very slow from Team Solid this time. Bit of a middle crunch here. Looks like that will be present. Havoc once again just anchoring outside of B.
Ah, that would be dangerous to cross top mid. But hey, just that smoke from Rafa alone baited Winthrop to use so much intel top mid, and maybe a window for Team Solid to execute. Dijazine couldn't convert the second though. Neural theft. You have the information, but do you have the execution? It's Governor and Infiltrator. Overdrive ready. Stun. He thinks he has the weakness. He has the headshot against Rafa. The Nightfall from PXS ruins Winthrop's plans. And it's match point for Team Solid.
Yeah, a lot of ultimates kind of get tossed in there, but it's so necessary because this breaks Winthrop University's economy game. So this next round is going to be so tough for them to start to come back in. And yeah, it's looking like we will get that rematch of Karo just on the other side. Team Solid have really locked in and really impressed me with a lot more of their utility-based strategies going in and just kind of playing contact off one another.
Ajuda.
Seemed like the comeback, there would have been some cope for the last round. Now Winthrop have to just keep forcing until they get put out of their misery. And even through the first bloods that Winthrop have picked up, Team Solid, they're all so well-rounded. Overdrive from Dijazine, you gotta make way through the back of the site yet again. And now, hearing Winthrop coming in from spawn, he's just gonna focus on trying to get the objective down and worry about that later, but there's also a flank from Winthrop. Glyph has to be checked. PXS will address the problem head first, and does exactly that. Spike about to go down. Winthrop don't have anything from Governor. No information. They'll have to go in blind, and Dijazine will actually be outside of the site, and the Rolling Thunder thrown into the mix. It's gonna be easy for Dijazine to feast. 13-4. Talk about a statement.
And Team Solid come right back into this series. The entire crowd up on their feet. The boomsticks clashing. As once again, like you said, they trade on each other's maps. Lotus, a map that